Ready, Dee, to get moving on the morning this Earth Day? Get outside, a little ecotherapy. Okay, right now we're joined by the Running Room CEO, superstar one might say, and founder, John Stanton in Edmonton. What a beautiful backdrop. Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day to you too, Dina and Vivo.
Thank you.
It's a great day.
Yeah, you got a great day. You got the geese in the backyard, which I said if I saw the geese, I would run really fast. So that would get me moving in the morning for sure. Of course, outlets are closed right now for the Running Room, but it doesn't stop people from getting out there and getting that run on, right?
No, it's a great time to run, you know, and it's good for us mentally, physically, and spiritually when we get out and go for a run, because we get out and touch nature. This is Earth Day, and what a better day to do to get out and go for a run and enjoy nature and get yourself motivated. And, you know, you need two types of motivation. You need a daily motivation to get your butt out the door, and then you need a seasonal motivation to have a seasonal goal. And we can talk about that. And then you need an ultimate goal, something like, you know, to run with a buddy at the Disney Marathon or run the Toronto Marathon or Vancouver Marathon. Having goals are very important.
That's the thing. And everyone's like, oh, I don't have it in me. I can't do it. Everyone starts with like the first step, and then you got to build it up, right? So first of all, what should we be wearing to be running properly and safely?
Well, you know, you want to dress according to the temperatures, and it's still cool here this morning. It's going to go up to about 20 degrees later on in the day.
Nice.
But this morning it's still quite chilly, so I've got a light windbreaker on as an example. Today, you know, you want to wear a buff, we call it, and it's gives you a little facial protection when you're out there. And, you know, as we run, some of the droplets are spread, and they say to keep 6 feet between us. But for runners, you want to make sure that's an absolute minimum. Try to give yourself at least 10 or 15 feet if you're passing other walkers or runners. And that's going to keep you safe when you're out there. What you want to do is do a few side kicks, and we'll get you guys doing this to start
and
with.
That's because you're sweating, you're breathing heavily, so you might be projecting some droplets and things like that.
Projecting more droplets, When we're running, we're projecting more droplets. Remember, too, when you're out there as a runner, you're much more mobile than somebody walking or somebody with family out there or somebody walking a dog. So take the avoidance. And, you know, if you're on the sidewalks, both of you, move to the road as a runner, and then you're not going to interfere with one another, and you keep each other safe.
Makes sense. Okay, we're doing our sidekicks here. So, yeah, this is the warm-up you're getting us into.
Yeah, now, do some knee bends.
All right.
Get the legs loosened up. Okay. Then some front kicks.
And do you recommend starting in intervals, John, where you walk and then you do like a 20-second jog?
Absolutely. What we highly recommend is combinations of walk and run. That's interval sets, where you start for 1 minute of brisk walking, and you brisk walk, and then you run for 10 minutes, and then you brisk walk for 1. Run for 10 minutes, brisk walk for 1. That'll allow you to go further, faster, and recover a lot quicker. Now, one of the things that's really important, and I get asked a lot when people first start to exercise, is breathing. And, you know, it sounds so simple, but, you know, when you think of the athlete, which athlete breathes the best?
Swimmer?
Aha, right. We know right away we learn how to breathe well as a swimmer, because if not, you get a mouthful of water.
Right.
The swimmer, what they do is they take a big, deep breath, purse their lips, and fully exhale. I want you just to do that. A big, deep breath, fully exhale. And when you do, see what you're doing like the yoga people do, where you're getting that deep belly breathing. You fully exhale, and you're getting best utilization of oxygen. You'll find yourself less short of breath if you get your breathing under control. The other thing is good running form. The best thing to do is think of running form as a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you up so you're running tall. Vivo, get up a little taller.
Like a giraffe.
Like a giraffe. Like you, D. Like a giraffe. Yeah, okay.
Roll your shoulders back.
All right.
Drop your shoulders back. There. Now your chest is out. Now what I want you to do is from the hips forward, kind of lean forward with the hips. So you hear coaches sometimes saying run from the hip. What we mean by that is get that weight shifted forward. Then get your arm movements in relationship to remember, your arms are like a metronome on a piano. The piano player uses a metronome to keep the rhythm and timing.
Right.
That's what your arms are there for, is rhythm and timing. We've all seen the runner running down the street, and somebody says, oh, there goes Bill. And Bill's got a balaclava on and is all bundled up. And you say, how did you notice that with Bill? And we know it because of the running form. There's no perfect running form, but there are some tips that we can give you that will allow you to run further, faster, and recover better. And that running form is your arm movements. Some people run like prize fighters. They get their arms up and they're like a prize fighter. Others are, they're churning butter as they run along. Some are balanced beavers. Some are bunnies as they run along. We all have different running forms, but think of your hands as this. Relax your hands. Anybody that takes yoga knows that if you relax your hands, it relaxes all your arm, and it'll prevent that tightness that goes up into your shoulders. So keep your arms and hands relaxed, and then think of your movements from your heart to your hip, from your heart to your hip. Avoid side motion, because side motion is what puts stress on our lower back. Clenching fists are what puts tightness in your shoulders. Okay, so as you do that, the other thing is when you see a runner come back and they've gone for a long run, they come back, we kind of collapse. We're doing the shuffle as we come back. Think of this as you're running. You want to drive your elbows tight to your body and drive them back. If you're running up a hill or running along and you find your form is falling apart, concentrate on driving that elbow back, and you see what it does. It automatically gets your posture back,
right,
so that you're performing better. And you know that if you're up here, try breathing. If you're collapsed, try breathing. Much easier if you're up and in good posture. So good posture makes a huge difference.
It's all about putting on the sneakers and starting. The running room outlets are closed during COVID, but people can still access the resources. How do they do that?
Well, you go to runningroom.com. There's a battery of information there. You get running tips from me. There's a whole bunch of virtual runs that we're doing that are free and they're fun and will keep you motivated so that you can get out of there and still get your exercise in. There's an information where you can go and get a free running advisor. You can make an arrangement to talk to one of our running advisors. They'll tell you tips on buying new shoes or getting your form or nutrition or whatever you have. Any questions about running, just phone in and you can make an appointment. It's all free. And it's available at runningroom.com.
You've inspired us. Loose hands, heart to hand.
Yeah, there we go. John Stanton, thank you so much.
Great form.
We're off. Say hi to the geese. Thank you.
All right.
Stay well.
See you, John. Thanks.